The IPZoom solution is comprised of a 360-degree camera which will give you a panoramic, large view of the entire area. It can be broken down into 4 quadrants if need be, but the key is that the PTZ portion through software allows you to zoom in to an actual incident in the best way possible. There's no other camera that can do this. The on-cam IPZoom is the answer to my needs to be able to properly secure a large area. The challenge is with several cameras, an operator has to look at all of these cameras and try to determine if there's movement, plus something could be out of the range of the camera. With the IPZoom, what it does is allows us, the operator, allows the company to, when movement takes place, literally zoom in to that particular incident to be able to verify if it's real or false. And then contact the local authorities and say, we've not only got something that we think is really important, but it's happening right now. And it's not what we call an ATF system, after the fact system. It's a right now system. Imagine what you can do with one camera placed properly, one IPZoom, that you would have to use 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 15. By allowing the operator to take control, which of course we can in this case, it gives us the ability to zoom into an incident farther than any camera that I've ever seen in the marketplace today. And what's kind of interesting about this is the operator can literally take with their mouse a position they want to look at, touch it, and the IPZoom camera will zoom in automatically to that particular location. So from the standpoint of the operator, it's very simple for them to use, and the amount of information they can gain, and of course it's now been stored video to be released to the police department or to anyone who happens to require that information, it's at their fingertips. So what does it do? It reduces false alarms tremendously, because we're not contacting police authorities saying, I think I see something, I don't know, maybe something's happening. No, we're saying to them, we see an actual incident, we see someone breaking into a car, we see someone stealing a car, and we have it all on video. So as far as we're concerned, that's a verified call, and they get there very quickly. So for my business, it's the answer. The fact that you can track in that area, and even in 4 different quadrants, allows the most unbelievable surveillance that's in the market today. I mean, I sound excited, because I am. The biggest challenge in the industry is false alarms, and police are not being delinquent in their methods and trying to, they're there, they try their best, but they get to the point where it becomes a lesser sort of response time for them. They sit back and say, is it cry wolf again? Do we have an issue? Is there a problem with this being a false alarm again? So consequently, they charge, and in many cases you have to register with them, and you may get 2 false alarms free, and then they start charging $250, $300, in some cases for false fire calls, $1,500 a call. So imagine if you can reduce that. When an event comes in at the time when no one should be there, it allows the operators to literally take action and contact the police and even the customer to look into the site if need be, or if they can get access to the internet, and literally verify with us that the incident is real. And now it's verified. It's a very quick reaction by the police department. This is what's so great about the product, and the fact that the customer can actually go in with software that's loaded onto their computer, even onto their iPhone or iPad, and they could literally go back in and take control of that camera. See, many times when we see an issue, an incident, if you will, through the monitoring station, we will contact, our first employment is to contact one of the key holders. If that key holder happens to be in a position where they have access to the internet and have a device that can get to the cameras, then they're verifying, thus the word verification. They're verifying with us that it's either false or it's real. And that's the whole concept here, is to reduce the false alarms and in essence speed up response times. And you do that with the IPZoom. Another great application for the IPZoom that's come to light lately is large cities, or even smaller cities, communities where you could place 5 to 10 of these units in proper areas and allow the administration of the city to be able to view all of the different locations. If there could be accidents or issues or break-ins, or just imagine the opportunities. We have a customer that's looking at a situation right now that wants to be able to put the system with the IPZoom software into the computers of police officers. So on the way to a call, they can be watching the entire location, determining from a perimeter standpoint or an internal warehouse where in fact the individual perpetrator could be. Now this is only a safety issue. This is a good arrest situation too.